Hi guys, today I'm gonna talk about some Starcraft 2 co-op bugs that I think need to be fixed. Well, bugs and some oversights by the dev team. Now, when and if those things are gonna be fixed, that's another thing, but I'm just gonna talk about them, and please comment. That will of course not be all the bugs because I might have forgotten some. I might not even know about some yet. I haven't discovered them yet, so please comment about the bugs that you have discovered and what do you think should be fixed. Okay, so first I'm gonna start with the three bugs that actually Tangor created in 2022. When he was fixing some bugs, many of them he fixed properly, but these three he actually created even bigger bugs by creating by fixing the old ones. First of all, we have the biggest of them all, and those are Unkillable Galleons. Now, galleons, Hen and Horner's galleons, are built like structures on the ground by SCVs, take 60 seconds to build, but they had unit attribute. So if enemy Phoenix or hybrid destroyer came across the galleon that it's being built, it could lift it using graviton beam. And that was annoying. Now, I don't know if I should even consider this a bug, but it was an annoying thing, so people wanted that fixed, and Tangor fixed it by giving galleons the structure attribute, and it kind of messed up AI when you have eminent domain mutator. So now, when you have eminent domain, as you can see, galleons cannot die, so they just drop to a low HP, and when they are about to receive the killing blow, the HP just freezes on that, and they cannot die except by propagators. So the only thing that can actually kill them are propagators, because propagators don't have attack that deals damage, but they actually convert enemies' units into copies of themselves, so their attack is different, but otherwise Amon has no way of killing them. Only you can kill them, only friendly fire you if you target your own galleon or your ally does, that can kill them, but that's really how it should not be. Of course, it then makes your job a lot easier when you have eminent domain, especially on Temple of the Past. We had such mutations. You just park galleons on each way to the temple, and it just holds enemies indefinitely. Yeah, that's that's not how it's supposed to be. So that should be fixed, if not possible otherwise, to just revert it as it was, because I don't know if that was even a bug. I don't mind that thing. Second thing is Reverted Strike from the shadows for Terran cloaked units. So there was a bug with Raynor's Banshees and Duskwings that could not die if ally is Vorazun. Now, how Vorazun's emergency recall works is that when unit is about to die, if it's cloaked or burrowed, it is saved from that by emergency recall to the player's primary structure, nexus, hatchery, hive, or command center. But Raynor's orbital strikes are kind of left out. It's a kind of oversight that they were left out of these primary structures. They don't count as primary structures that units could be recalled to. So if you don't have any command centers, if you turned all of them into orbitals, then AI cannot find anywhere to recall. So they that's how it was, and they were stuck in a state of permanent recall. They were still controllable, you can still fight with them, but they couldn't be killed unless decloaked by something like fungal or ensnare. And they would naturally not decloak by the lack of energy, because Vorazun also gives them 50% increased energy generation via strike from the shadows. So now he fixed it somehow that now that they those banshees and duskwings and also swans wraiths, when you cloak them, if you have Warazun ally, they will spend energy 50% faster, which is really not good. I mean, to actually have passively Warazun instead of helping you, actually giving you harm. So that should be fixed somehow in some other way, because this is really bad. You know, you go and play, you get Warazun and you just feel bad because there is nothing you can do about it if you decide to play Wraiths or Banshees. Then we also have a thing that map bosses are now immune to double-edged. Now there was a bug with the Hakas Dakron, and also all the Tyrannosaurs that got the mutation of shooting back. And the Dakron naturally has shooting back the spiked hide, and with double-edged present, the Dakron or any such Tyrannosaur would kill itself instantly with coming in contact with enemy units. So he actually just fixed that, adding the double-edged mutator to the list of the mutators that map bosses are immune to. And I think actually map bosses, by the way, map bosses are the Hakas pack leaders and Odin. So those things are now immune to double-edged, and I think they are already immune to, or partially immune to enough stuff. On top of that, they are very strong, so they should not really be immune to double-edged. So if possible, that should be fixed other way. And speaking of Odin, Odin is a map boss. He is like the Hakas pack leaders, for many mutators the same thing, but not for propagators. So the Hakas pack leaders, as well as friendly mission objectives, are immune to propagators, and it was made so they couldn't propagate like harvesting bots on minor evacuation or Orana on mal warfare, because that would really be stupid. So now those things that are map bosses are immune to propagators, but Odin for some reason is not, and that's I think a bug, so that should also be fixed. So Odin should be immune to propagators. Then we have a really annoying bug I cursed a lot when it appears, because it often really harms me, and that's that Xel'Naga Void Array, Zerathul's Void Array, can appear empty. If you load units into a Void Array and the other one is not deployed at the time, it could, like when you deploy it, it could appear empty. So then you have to go to the original one and unload, and then load back again, and then unload where you wanted to, and by the time it could be too late, and often is too late. So that's a really annoying bug that should be fixed. Then we have a really obvious bug on minor evacuation in Scythe of Aemon. On those two maps, heroes from the storm don't spawn, so they don't spawn that mutated. They don't spawn at all on those two maps, so that should also be fixed. And also the thingy that oversight with the Grease Monkey Swan, where the prestige is that turret upgrades are double effective, twice as effective, and the three work okay. Instead of +1 armor, you get, instead of +1 range, you get +2. Instead of +2 armor, you get +4, while other structures still get +2. And for attack speed, instead of +25%, you get +50% Grease Monkey. But Fire Suppression system does nothing better. It doesn't repair to full or work faster. I don't think it should repair to full, but it should repair structures, repair turrets faster, while repairing other buildings also the same speed as with other prestiges. That should be like that. So now it isn't, so I consider it also a bug or an oversight. And we also have on Vermilion problem that if you have a lava burst mutator, then Donny will always talk, because the lava burst work the same way. It's practically the same thing as the lava spouts that hit air units when lava is risen. So Donny is extra annoying. Okay, I know that a lot of people actually like Donny, but too much is too much. So every time that lava burst hits a unit, ground or air, that Donny will talk. Okay, now we have one very interesting oversight which requires some explaining. Now, special infested units transmute into tier 2 units on Dead of Night, and also all the aberrations on all maps. So how does transmutation actually work? Enemy units, when they deal damage to your units, they have a chance of transmuting, and chance is damage dealt divided by number 2. It means that if a unit deals, for example, 20 damage per hit, it has 10% chance of transmuting into higher tier units with each attack. And they always go one tier up. So, for example, when Reaper, which is level 2 unit, there are 10 tiers, which is tier 2 unit. If it transmutes, it will, by dealing damage, it will transmute into either Adept or Firebat or Hydralisk or Marauder or Sentry. If a unit, however, kills your unit, then it will go up as many tiers as the killed unit is worth. So, for example, if the Reaper, which is a level tier 2 unit, kills your Hydralisk, that is tier 3, then it will transmute into a tier 5 unit, so either Banshee, Infestor, Phoenix, Scout, Viking or Warhound. And if a killed unit is heroic, it will automatically transmute into the highest tier unit, which is Hybrid Behemoth or Hybrid Dominator. However, some units were left out of this tier list, so all the infested civilians, infested marines, infested volatile infested, and also the aberrations, and all the special infested on Dead of Night. So on Dead of Night, it's actually that if you get this mutator, then it actually works in your favor, because all special infested, when they deal damage, they will transmute, because they were left out of the tier list. They are kind of tier 0, so technically tier 1 unit, like Baneling, Marine or Zergling, so they will transmute into either Hellbat, Hellion, Reaper, Roach, Widow Mine and Zealot, and that also includes the Stank, which is kind of ridiculous, because Stank is actually stronger than any of those units, even the top tier hybrids, because top tier hybrids have a 2000 HP, Stank has 6000, and it's much stronger. So and Stank also deals a lot of damage, so probably with the first attack it will transmute it into a Hellbat or Hellion or Reaper or Roach or Widow Mine or Zealot, which is a big downgrade, and also all the special infested. So I think that special infested should actually be left out of the possibility of transmuting. They shouldn't be able to transmute, and I think that should be fixed like that. And as of like infested infantry, that's okay to be tier 1. I mean, tier 0, that's technically tier 1 to transmute into tier 2 units, but aberrations should be put, I think, I think they should be put in maybe tier 5, or maybe even, aberrations are pretty strong. Dragoon, Goliath, High Templar, Mutalic, Stalker. I think above this, that they should be like, where is Ultralisk? Where do we have Ultralisks? Ultralisk are, tier 8. So aberrations, I think, could be even like Lurker, Oracle, Siege Tank, Swarm Host. I think aberrations actually could be even tier 6. So that's the thing that should be fixed. And okay, there are some things like Zeratul artifact trapping that I would actually not fix, because it's just so cool, and I wouldn't be able to get over it if that would be fixed. I mean, I would I would be very sad if that would be fixed. It's just so cool thing. And don't tell me it's the same thing like mastery cheating, like with the Magura mastery map to actually have 180 mastery points, because that's mastery cheating is actually using external resources to actually bug the game. Well, this is not the case. They're just exploiting in-game thing. Although some people would see me rot and burn in hell for that, and for making the tutorial about zero to artifact trapping. Okay, I didn't say that, but on Reddit there were some guys, especially one guy, that said that I should be banned for posting things like that, and should be only thing that devs intended. But I mean, it's a cool thing. I think it's a cool thing, and it's definitely not the same as mastery cheating. And there are also some other things, like for example, Timestop effects. I wouldn't. Timestop is a thing that. Okay, yeah. Now I remember one other bug that when you use Timestop on lock and load, the production facilities start spawning units and sending them individually to the locks. So that's a bug also that should be fixed. But other time stop effects, like on some maps stopping the timer, on some not, and also the thing that you cannot remove the hardened shields with hardened wheel mutator when the time stop is present. I don't think that's actually a bug. I think that's just how time stop works, and that kind of makes game interesting. I don't think that should be fixed. Okay, and I think that's it. If I remember enough other bugs, or if you kind of post it in comments, maybe I'll do another video about that. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. See you around, and you can also check my stream, support me on Patreon if you wish, and see you guys.